Wait.
Right. It's now recording.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Hi, you know me, it's Paul, and I'm with a group of young reprobates tonight. And instead of doing a drama session like we would normally do, we're going to have a chat about the riots. And just give you a quick introduction to Shelley Cooper and Tom. And here's all the people in Plaza.
Hi. Hello. Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum. Hope you're watching.
And there they are, see.
And Grandad. And Grandma.
Right, so the riots, as we were discussing before. Firstly, what were your opinions? How did you feel when you realised that there were riots in London?
Scared because like if you lived around London, you'd probably get a bottle thrown in your face and well, you'll get injured really easy and robbed
Or like
probably and stuff
yeah,
like
but
that.
like
and your windows will get smashed and everything, and you probably get beat up.
yeah.
And then you might get arrested or something.
So
Or accused.
you felt that you would have been scared if you lived in London?
Yes.
Right.
But it'd be scary though, because like it might spread like it has done.
Yeah.
I'd feel worried if I lived in London because all the shops are being demolished and stuff, and it could happen to your house if you live on the same street as Windsor's.
Fair point.
I wanted to know why it happened, and I thought it was stupid that people were rioting instead of doing a peaceful protest.
Well, it actually started out as a peaceful protest, apparently, on the first day, and then it kicked off. But good points, well made. Lucy, you said something before which I found was quite interesting. You said it didn't bother you until you saw that it had come to Manchester on the telly, and that's because then it was a risk for you, is it? Yeah. So how did you feel before that when you saw it on the telly?
I wasn't bothered. Like before it came to Manchester.
Right, so you had a bit of a detachment, as we'll call it. Okay, fair. And why do you think it didn't bother you as much because it was happening to someone else?
Because like I don't know.
It's an interesting thought, though.
I
Yes.
think the same thing because it won our community, so wasn't as bothered.
You might not be like as connected to the other people, so you might just because you don't know, like, you're not really bothered.
So, did any of you see the actual news footage of people smashing shops and stuff?
Yeah.
What did you think when you saw that?
Why was they doing that?
It'd be bad if like you were there in it or.
I thought that it was like I was thinking like why would they like smash up all the shops and stuff over something that because like they just smashed up the shops, but the shops didn't do anything to them.
It was like
Chloe, were you going to say something before? You had your hand up, didn't you?
No.
Sure you did.
When?
Just a minute ago when he started talking.
What I don't get is like why they attacked all the shops, like
Someone walked out
why
on
they
the
started
TV.
rioting like that.
Who know what then?
I was just going to say, did anybody see the woman that had to jump out of a flat out of a window because it was on fire?
Really?
Did they die?
Did nobody see the woman that had to jump out of a window? Jack, you did?
Yeah.
What did you think to that?
It's shocking because why are people doing this to our community?
Well, it's
It
like,
shouldn't be.
Well, that one wasn't in our community,
but why
but
would people
Yeah, why would
set
people burn
people's houses on fire when
Why
they're
would
just
you-
there?
It was
Why would they
one
do that?
cop that shot some guy, and the rioters shouldn't be angry at everyone. They should just be angry at that one cop.
Or the
Right?
police.
That's why the riot.
Or
started.
They don't have to start on
So
everybody.
they shouldn't like hurt like all people that like innocent people like.
Okay.
They didn't do anything.
But the police shouldn't have shot the guy in the first place because I know he had a gun, but they shouldn't have just shot him because they could have used a taser or something instead, couldn't they?
Well, it's a
Or if
criminal
he didn't
offence
have
to
a
shoot
gun-
people.
But how would you feel about that if you found out for a definite concrete fact that the lad that had the gun allegedly actually had the gun in his hand and was pointing it at police? How would that make it any different, in your opinion?
A bit, yeah. But I'd still I wouldn't shoot him because
Yeah, but if he didn't have the gun, then the cop wouldn't have shot him. So
What if it was?
Yeah, but
for
the
the
cop
fun?
should have shot him
shooting,
anyway.
like his legs so
The cop should have shot him anyway because it's criminal offence for any of us to shoot people. So why should the cop shoot someone?
But what if if it's somebody who's going to endanger the life of other people? Do you then think they have the right to shoot? If there was a madman running around with a gun and he was threatening to kill people, like that horrible man in Norway recently who killed all them young people.
Yeah, you'd still tranquilise them or like taser them, like John said.
Funnily enough, we were actually talking about tranquiliser guns, and my personal opinion is I think that tranquiliser guns are a really good idea in riots, because all it does is put someone to sleep. That's it.
I think.
Grace, you were.
I think they should have shot him, but like not killed him, because if he wouldn't have had a gun in the first place, then he would have done nothing wrong. But the thing that he had a gun means that he would have actually wanted to hurt someone.
So you think they should have gone for a non-fatal shooting, like his leg or something, or his arm, the arm that was allegedly holding the gun?
Why would you have a gun if you didn't want to cause any harm to anyone?
Fair point. Yep.
What I don't get is like maybe like he could have been getting the gun like defensively or something, because maybe he's very paranoid or something like that. So he could have just been carrying it.
Or he's been threatened for something.
Yeah.
Chloe?
I think if he's got a gun and he's just threatening people, he might have just like trying to defend himself, so he could maybe run off somewhere. But if he actually killed someone, I think then maybe he should have been shot, because it's like a life for a life.
Yeah, but do you not feel it's too late when he's killed somebody?
No, because he still shouldn't have killed someone in the first place.
But
Just a harmless, hopeless person more.
how about if somebody was going to kill somebody and the police knew that for a fact?
Still wouldn't kill him.
Shoot him like in the leg.
Okay. Good points, all good points, yeah.
someone might have made him do it,
Made him do what?
get the gun and stuff. So someone could have said something to him
Maybe
like,
carrying it for someone.
because he might have been scared of someone, and then he might have said like, do it or I'll beat you up or something. Like, he could have been threatened to do it.
Eli? I've got you in
like,
shot, by the way.
In the riots, like they could have like how they say the police are coming in. They could just say through like give them some sleeping gas or something, because it's not exactly going to hurt them, is it really? Because if you just throw some sleeping gas in there, they're all just going to go to sleep, and you can just move them, can't you?
Oh, laughing after they drop the gun and start laughing like they do in dentists.
I must admit, when me and Jason were talking about using a tranquilizer gun on some of them, I said it would be quite funny. It's not a nice thing to say, but I was trying to make humour in a dark time. I said it would be quite funny to trank some of them, and those that really think they're really big hard boys, dress them in ballerina outfits and tie them to a lamppost or something, so when they wake up in the middle of Manchester, they feel a right fool.
Or put them in right funny positions ready for when they wake up. Put them in right funny
What does
positions.
tranquilise mean?
Put them to sleep.
It's like
I'm
That
aesthetic.
was funny.
I've been on
I saw Jason in the shop the other day.
Did you? Which shop? Near us?
Yeah.
Getting gas and electric, no doubt.
And it was near the sweet thing,
Oh, he's always near the sweets.
where the blue bonbons are.
What do you think about the fact that some families are now being evicted because a member of that family participated in the riots? Everyone's got an opinion. Yeah.
I think it's wrong because, like, just because one person in the family did it, doesn't mean that the family should get evicted. That person should.
So, right. So,
what if they're underage kind of thing, so not living around?
Yeah, but then get them to social services or something.
Wait till they're older.
Grace, I'll go all round for this one because you've all got your arms up. So,
I think it depends on how bad they were in the riots.
right.
If they did something really bad or...
That's a very, very interesting point, actually. So you think that there are levels of what's the word? Responsibility, I suppose. Like somebody who threw a stone isn't as guilty as someone who smashed a shop window.
I think they're all guilty as each other, but if you did something worse, then you should get a longer prison sentence or punishment.
What do you mean by worse?
Like, if you're looted or like through a storm.
I think pretty much most of the people that were out there did something. Because there's been the deaths, as we'll talk about the deaths in a minute. Go on, what were you going to say about the eviction scenario?
I think it's stupid because the families might not know it's just them, so like you're messing everyone's life up.
So what would you do? How would you deal with that situation? Let's say we've got an 18-year-old lad who took part in the riots, who lives with his mum and his two sisters, who had nothing to do with it. What do you think should happen to him?
He should just get evicted.
Then where would he live?
I don't think he should get evicted though, like on his own, because then he'd probably do worse stuff and get himself in more trouble.
So
like,
what do you think should happen to him
I
then?
think he either should go to prison for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
or he shouldn't get evicted. His family should stay there, and they should get him in a bit of money to sort themselves out. Like if they're from a poor background, might like need some new stuff, isn't that? That's probably why he might rob stuff because he was poor.
Well, what do you think about the idea of, has anyone ever heard of, and I'm being quite extreme here with this now, has anyone ever heard of conscription? Right, remind me that we need to talk about conscription and the murders. Eviction, any opinions? Hang on.
The person that committed the crimes, people that have committed crimes, they should be the ones that get evicted, because if the rest of the family got evicted from that house, it would mess their lives up and they didn't do anything wrong. But because the person that got evicted wouldn't have anywhere to live if they got kicked out of their house. So they should get put in prison or something for a bit.
But what, when there's no more room left in the prisons?
Get sent to a different
By
prison.
new prisons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Build new prisons.
Okay.
I don't reckon you should kind of like evict them, because some people, they might have just been innocent, and you should like kind of see what they did if they've done anything. Like some people might have just been stuck there, you know, like on some Manchester or a place, and like they've all just closed it off because of the riots.
Right. Okay.
Well, I think it's stupid like everyone else does, or most people, but it's also a good thing in a way, because then it'll teach them not to do it again. But also it's really bad, because if one person gets the whole family evicted, then everyone's just going to hate that one kid and, you know, the one member of the family, and then they're just going to feel like all left out and stuff by the whole family and everyone as well.
I think like maybe some of the rioters was just tagging along with the friends.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was opportunistic. That's just grabbing the opportunity
Yeah.
because it's there.
Or like cause
Peer pressure.
some of it, yeah, peer pressure. Like if like you get a couple of them saying come on,
Yeah.
so they'll actually just do it, and then
Go on, what you?
But you know, the people that were robbing the shops and looting and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I think they were only doing it because they had like backup, because all the other rioters were there, because there hadn't been that many robberies on one street, except in those riots, because they have more people, so the cops would have to go all over the place instead of after one person.
Right, just a quick chat about conscription. I need to show everybody. Look, it's my purple thumb. That's my left one, see? And that's my right one, but just my thumbs. There you go. Who else has got purple thumbs? Grace has got purple thumbs. Hooray! Right, conscription is when, for example, in Germany, if you don't have a job, excuse the camera shaking, folks, I'm looking for my glasses.
I didn't know you needed glasses.
Yeah, I wear readers, and looking at this tiny screen's hurting my eyes. But I wear really funky readers.
Sure.
None of that rubbish stuff for me. Look at my lovely readers. Oh, there. She's so much better now. Right, so.
Show 'em what you look like when you read it.
Oh, show them.
Yeah.
Can you see me in the little screen thing there?
You need to put it up a bit to show your hair.
Yeah.
Mohawk.
Right, so conscription in Germany, if you don't have a job within a certain period of time,
You get kicked out.
no, when you leave school, you have to do 2 years in the armed forces
Really?
until you've made your mind up about what you want to do, so that you don't just become a bum. So what do you think about conscription, and what do you think about community service, where people that have committed crimes are ordered to do things in their community? What do you think about that kind of stuff?
Just might be making up for like some things that they did. Say if they vandalised something, they could be like helping clear it up.
Oh, and it's better than evicting people, because then evicting people will still teach them a lesson not to do it again, but so will community service.
So do you think teaching someone about the consequences of what they've done and why that kind of thing shouldn't be done is better than punishment for what they've done?
But yeah, depending on reason, really.
Right, okay. Yeah,
I don't really think community
got you both in
service
shot, by the way.
works that much because people just go and re-offend after they've done the community service.
Yeah, because like you do it and then next time you do it again and it just doesn't help most of the time.
Right.
Yeah, but it depends though, because like some people they might have done something not as bad, like, and like but the people who haven't done something that's bad, they might do community service because like it's just.
But when people,
I think that if someone's done something bad and they're doing community service, I think it's a good thing because then it's better than trying to force people to do something. Like if someone's doing a job and they ain't got time to do community service, they're getting the bad people to do the things that maybe some other people might not want to do.
I think it's good for the rioters because they get to clean up the stuff that they messed up.
Yeah.
Did you hear, by the way, apparently, I mean, I don't know how true it is, so allegedly, the guy that burnt down Miss Selfridge in Manchester, his flat got burned down, apparently. Yeah.
like, you know, when they go to the army, like, what if they get killed in the army or something?
Yeah, no point.
Or what if like,
hang on, don't.
In the army, what if they shoot someone?
Don't forget, don't automatically think that being in the army means being at risk, because the army does a lot more than just go to war. There are some extremely amazing, incredible jobs in the army, mechanics, engineering, and every country. I used to be quite against the army because I don't believe in war. I'm a complete pacifist. But you need a defence, because just because you don't want to fight doesn't mean that other people, as we've seen by the riots, just because you would rather sit at home and be calm doesn't mean everyone else is the same. So you've got to have a defence, and our defence is our army.
And you know, in the army, if you do get something like a weapon, like. What if you're a writer? You might be angry at some people in the army, so they might shoot one of them when they get the opportunity.
Before we start talking about the army now, and completely going off track, what do you think about the actual deaths? And I know there have been a few, and the kind of biggest ones that I can think of are the 68-year-old man that was trying to put there was a bin on fire near his home, and he was trying to put it out, and he got killed by rioters. And there was all the Asian guys in, was it Birmingham, that were stood outside their mosque
I heard of that.
protecting it, and somebody drove around the corner and knocked over and killed 3 of them.
I think it's unfair. Yeah, it's not fair because the people. They didn't do anything. It was that one cop from the start that shot the dude.
Well,
but it was the dude that had the gun that made the cop shoot him. So then the riot started, and then the rioters have been killing innocent people, and it's not fair.
It's not.
On the innocent
But
people.
if you think about it though, Well, some wars could start like over one guy punching another guy, and then they just get a load of people to help them, and then it could cause a war. And if you think about it, the whole riot thing could turn into one massive war. Like, some people might go against it, and other people will still be rioting and stuff, and then they'll all like make a huge war, beat each other up.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like the rioters, when they kill all these people, they should be like, instead of the cops just evicting them because they've like murdered someone or assaulted someone, they should just go in prison straight away anyway. Because
Yeah, but they don't really know, like, because there's many rioters.
Yeah, and there's people that
Like,
are just standing by, and there's people that are rioting, and sometimes you don't know the difference.
It might have something to do with TV actually, because you know most things you know violent and stuff, and that might make people think, oh yeah, it's like Grand Theft Auto doing this.
That's a very interesting point, because I do believe that the way that television has changed, and specifically the way that computer gaming has changed, I do think that has an impact, because you can buy a game like what's that one where you just rob cars?
Grand Theft Auto.
See, and everyone knows its name.
I don't.
And you can beat people up and rob cars, and
yeah, but I don't know.
and there's no consequence to it. So because there's no consequence, it's just getting a kick out of it, and I think that causes a kind of detachment from real life, where you can, the lines can get a bit, you know, like, oh well, there's no consequences here either, and then there is, because you get evicted. And things. Right, let's close this conversation up so we can actually do a bit of drama. So thank you all for taking part. Any last words?
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Bye, Grandad. Bye, Grandma. Bye.
Right, let's ask you all this now and get it on camera. Promise me that no matter how bad things get, you will never riot, because there are always better ways of dealing with things.
Okay. Paint your thumbs purple. Paint your thumbs like a girl.
And but no, it's your boy.
And if you're a girl, do your nails too, your fingers, because it
No,
will
like
just look.
fingers, just your
Some people,
Right.
people call you.
Can we just say bye now? Bye now. Bye. Say bye, Lucy. Right into the camera, so I'm not turning it off.
Bye.
In a while.
And you.